Good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report. The national championship got underway last night. Ohio State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame got the fast start on a 4th and 1. They converted another 4th down, and a long 8-game drive gave the Irish the lead. Ohio State came right back, though, also on a long, grueling drive of 11 plays. The previous one was 16 plays. That was also good for a touchdown, a punt by Notre Dame, and now Ohio State would get on a run. A touchdown by Ohio State, 10 plays, touchdown. A punt, another touchdown, a 12-play drive. That hurt to answer them with 21-7, 21-0 run. It was 21-7 by the half. Notre Dame was looking to go down the field and score instead of a field goal to start. 31-7 was the score. And you thought it was over. Well, a touchdown by Notre Dame to Riley Leonard to Greathouse. Jaden Greathouse touchdown. A turnover on downs by Notre Dame led to a Ohio State field goal. Notre Dame that would respond when you thought it was over. 31-7. A touchdown by Notre Dame to make it 31-15. A fumble by Ohio State, and Notre Dame would get it all the way down. And they settled for a field goal that they didn't really want to, but that easy kick was no good. A 27-yard field goal by Mitch Jeter, who was under 50% this season, which made him go below 50%. Touchdown to put them within 10. Greathouse. And a 2-point conversion was good. It was all of a sudden 31-23. But the Ohio State would get the ball back, and on 3rd and 11, the best player in college football, who was kept quiet all night long, Jeremiah Smith, was told to run a deep route and run as fast as you can, and Will Howard will hit you. And it's exactly what he did, and he hit him. And he hit the throw right on the money, and that was good to beat Notre Dame. And Notre Dame would capture a field goal, and Notre Dame would get the ball back, but down 10. They were sad they missed that field goal. It would have been a game. I don't think the Notre Dame would have won it, but it would have been a game if they would have made that field goal. The Bears got their man in Ben Johnson. The 36-year-old is older than me, but not too much. I couldn't imagine in 2 years I would have to be the head coach of an NFL football team. Yes, he's got all the accolades, and so many more accolades than I do. But I am giving the Bears a on the higher, and the reason I gave them an A is because first of all, they're the Bears. Let me just say that. And second of all, can he lead men? And that's always a question for coordinators. Of course, I think it's better to hire the offensive coordinator, especially in this situation, since you need your quarterback, Caleb Williams, to be good. Now, let me say this. The Bears expect too much. Too much. They haven't had a good quarterback since 1985, and they need to be more patient, Bears fans. And yes, Mitchell Trubisky wasn't the best quarterback, but he wasn't bad. He wasn't as bad as Chicago thinks he was. He had over 500 record. To see how good Ben Johnson good, you're going to have to at least give him 3 seasons. And if he gets into the playoffs, I think you're going to have to give him a 4th season. Because it's not been successful for the Bears to fire coaches and fire coaches and fire coaches. Matter of fact, it's been a disaster. With Matt Nagy, they made the playoffs. He wasn't a bad coach. He was over 500. Yes, I don't think Chicago Mitch Trubisky is as bad as everybody says he is. Maybe that's why Kevin Kuhn sticks up for him so much. I don't know. But they're going to have to give Caleb Williams 4 years. One, because they gave him a waste of a year with Matt Eberflus. If the Bears can be consistent and give him 4 years, and if he wins a playoff game, give him 5 years, then I think the Bears have a chance of being good. But otherwise, I don't think the Bears have a chance of being good. Matt Eberflus wasn't the man. And Matt Nagy maybe wasn't the man. But he never got a real good shot. That's Sam on Smack. And prove your patience, Bears fans, and prove your patience.
Dominoes fell yesterday as the Bears agreed to a deal with Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson to become their next head coach. Chicago moved quickly to get a deal done after Detroit got knocked out on Saturday. He beats out 16 other candidates who had been interviewed. So there's both Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn are going to get jobs, and then everything falls into place. So take us through that part of it quickly, because clearly Caleb Williams is the story here.
Yeah, well, Ben Johnson, obviously, Caleb Williams' development is priority number one for the Bears, and they feel like Ben Johnson will be the right steward for that. Obviously, they must feel like he has good head coach qualities as well, or else they wouldn't have hired him for this job. But yeah, Caleb Williams is their top priority, top pick in the draft. He has to succeed. They feel like Ben Johnson is a guy who is creative and innovative and will build an offense around Caleb's strengths while at the same time working to iron out whatever weaknesses there are. So it doesn't hurt that they take him away from a division rival that's won the division the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned, that Lions coaching staff
guy, because they think he's the guy to turn Caleb Williams into what he can potentially be, as they watch the guy who got drafted after him having one of the greatest seasons that we've ever seen in the history of the sport. I'm turning to my quarterback. Is this the right hire to make Caleb Williams a star?
It's the worthy dice roll. That's what hiring a head coach is. It's a dice roll, and this is the one that you can justify as being worthy. He's got to go be Caleb Williams, Sean McVay. Sean McVay and what he did to Jared Goff. Jared was this talented guy that really struggled his rookie season. Sean McVay comes in and he takes over, and Jared Goff's career ascends. I think that the two things are, number one, play action pass. That's the genesis, the foundation, the backbone of what Ben Johnson loves to do. And this is something that Caleb Williams struggled with last year. One, throwing the football, and then two, sacks within it. And I'm not saying that they were the same offense, when it comes to play design and execution wise. But I do think the most important part is Caleb getting to play on time with his feet and Caleb not holding on to the football for too long. That's the main difference. Now, Jared's a veteran. Jared Goff's performance in this offense and where Caleb has to get to. If he does that, the young man is remarkably talented. Easier said than done, but absolutely possible.
Yeah, I could not agree more. It is a gamble, but this is the only hire the Bears had. This was the name that was going to settle their fan base down, right? They've tried this with two different quarterbacks. It's been a train wreck. They're going to do whatever they can to surround this quarterback with the best, quote, offensive mind in the game, and that was Ben Johnson for this hiring cycle. So it is what it is. But to Dan's point, when you think about Caleb, just to put this into context, it's from him. 70 QBR with 3 seconds or less, 12 with 3 seconds or more. You would not think that would work. 12 with 3 seconds or more. So what that tells you is it's paralysis by analysis. He gets when he has to make decisions, he doesn't know where to go with the ball. That's going to be Ben Johnson's first job. And let me tell you, he better bring somebody good with him, because head coaching and calling plays, two different things.
I wonder a little bit about Ben Johnson's ability to lead, to be the leader of a team. I just wonder whether he's equipped to be a guy who can be the leader of an organization like Andy Reid has been for the Chiefs, for instance. I don't know that he's that kind of guy. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just wonder about that a little bit. And, being a head coach is not about the X's and O's. That's not the most important part of his job now. It's about leading a group of men and young men, and I don't know that he's equipped to do that. Maybe he'll be great, and I'll end up regretting saying that, but I wonder a little bit how he's going to do there. We'll see, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. But I think that's one I got my eye on. That I'm not predicting great success for him there.
Yeah, no, we'll see how it plays out, right? But the Bears franchise, like at some point, the problem is you. Okay, like coach after coach after coach comes through there.